Here, Shireen, you can. Why don't you read your question?
I just typed it on the thing. I don't.
Okay, you want me to? I have it. If you want me to read it.
Yeah, okay.
So Shireen wrote, would it be right in saying that Jiva is nothing but a cocktail of particles of pure awareness, diluted with senses, mind, gunas, etc., encaged within a form? So, my comment over here is that firstly, when we say Jiva is nothing but when Brahman is identifying with the equipments, right? So when you say particles of pure awareness, that's where I have a little bit of issue, because you cannot cut the awareness is just one homogeneous thing. It's just like a space that you cannot cut. Sometime in a,
awareness.
huh?
Just awareness, not particles.
Yeah. So that's where the one problem was. But sometime in a poetic language, if somebody wants to use, it's a different thing. But understanding, maybe we should know that, remember that very clearly, that it's like, you cannot divide the awareness. And then, sorry, what was I doing? And the other thing you said, diluted with senses, mind, and gunas. So when you say diluted, the correct word would be the identifying, as long as you know that. Yeah. It got diluted, meaning uska status usne niche kar.
I'm using that word cocktail.
Yeah, you can. Cocktail is okay. It's a mixture of all the different things, because see, he's going to explain in chapter 7 that. Let me make sure that this is working. 1 second. So in chapter 7, he's talking about the Prakriti or uske different bhag, Ashtang, and sometimes it's divided into 8, sometimes in 24, and whatever, So when you divide something, it's kind of a little diluted. You can look at it that way, So if you want to, that's not an issue. So basically, all it is that, like they're talking about those two birds on a tree, or dhoop and chhao. So one is the original, one is a reflection. So basically, this has become like a reflection. If suppose this is what it happens, if reflection start thinking, I am it, that's where the problem comes. Reflection forgot the original, and if the medium where it's reflecting has a problem, then I start thinking I have a problem. So when the jiva is like looking through its mind, and mind has all kind of dirt in it, so that's how you start looking at the world. And jiva is a body, and the body ka dharma is getting old, getting diseased, dying, and then the jiva thinks, oh my God, it's happening to me. That's what the problem is. Anybody else wants to comment can comment also.
She has really described it well, talking all about the particles is actually energy, what she's talking about. And she's really described the whole process of the body and everything.
So, when it comes to energy, like in a pure Vedantic sense, energy becomes like more part of the Prakriti. Because there is a Purush and Prakriti. Purush में कोई change नहीं आया. Prakriti में सारा change आया, and that's where energy becomes matter, matter becomes energy, whatever you want to call it. At the highest level, it's one and the same thing anyway, Purush and Prakriti. So there are many ways to look at it, because and the best example I give you is the dancer and the dance. Can you separate them? No. The dance comes out of the dancer whenever it feels like.
But the dancing vanishes, but the dancer stays.
That's exactly what Atma and Jiva is. Okay. Prakriti can come, and Prakriti can rest in Atman or the Brahman, or it can have do a little dance. Dance is like cosmos coming out. So you actually said it correctly, that the Purush always stays. But without Prakriti, you cannot have the cosmos. Without that little halchal in it, you're not going to have it, because it's like ocean. Ocean we
Okay.
describe that waves and depth of the ocean altogether is ocean. Waves happens because there is a little halchal in it.
Just like the gold ornaments without gold.
Yes. So like what Vedantin will say, when you're looking at the gold ornament, you might look at the shape and say that, oh, this is the earring or this is the necklace. But from the gold perspective, gold says, what earring and necklace? It's all gold. You can call it whatever you want. And that's why when Joe was saying, hey, these guys don't believe in this, but they believe in eagle, they believe in the same thing, they just give it a different name. They call it eagle, and like it's just like Brahman. We call it Brahman, Muslims call it Allah, and Christians call it, what do they call it? Father in heaven, right? I don't know exact term what they say to God. Father in heaven,
like
I
the
think.
gold ornaments in different forms and shapes.
Yes. So from our perspective, we can say, okay, you are Shireen, I am Uma and Joe and Meena ji and all that. But from the highest perspective, hey, everybody's Brahman.
But from the biggest perspective, in fact, the timeline I sent last week only, that Shiva is Kaleshwar, is beyond time, and we are all bound by time. So there is a very big distinction. When you are within time, you decay, and when you are beyond time, then you don't decay.
But one technical thing, Joe, is when we say decays, our body decays. If we identify with the Atma, we are also not decaying.
I understand,
Yeah.
but I'm saying
Okay, that's all.
when you will Prakriti, then you are becoming matter. And from the Purush, you have become Prakriti. And so even Brahma, not Brahma, I'm talking Brahm, but Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, Brahma is a appointed position.
Yeah, you're talking about Brahman versus Brahma. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh is the Trinity.
Right.
Yeah, and the Trinity, of course, it is the appointed position. True.
Yeah.
And when we talk about Shiva, there are two definitions. One is the Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh wala Shiva, and one is Shiva, the pure consciousness.
Right.
So
Same
there
way
also you
Krishna-
have to be careful when you say Shiva. Which are you referring to?
Krishna is the same.
Yeah, Krishna, and Krishna also. When we say Krishna's body, he did take a body on this earth.
Right.
And that's why he had a death also, because you know that at the end the arrow was shot and he left his body. So he did take a body, but when Krishna says me in Bhagavad Gita, he means that Brahman, because he's identifying with that.
Because that is why Krishna could not give the Gyan again second time.
Because he was not completely identified. True. And that's why when we say that a lot of things get revealed to these Rishi Munis in the meditation, because at that moment they become one with that Brahman.
Sure.
Then they come out of that meditation and then it's different. And in some ways it happens to all of us in some way. Some idea, a poets ko bahut hota hai, like Shireen will identify this. Suddenly the poetry comes, and when you want it to come, it's not going to come. And when it comes like a stream, it will come out of you.
Yeah.
Actually, I just thought of this talk I was hearing by Swami on Shiv Sutra. And in one place he goes to these Ayurvedic people, and they say, you use this plant for this drug, this plant for this drug. So they say, do you know the origin, how this came about? He said, no. He said, this Swami went there and he meditated and he can pick a plant and say, this will be used for this item.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's how they documented it.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody said this is a poison mushroom and tried it and died.
Interesting. And they are right on dot, like, because my husband has done research on haldi so much. So he was saying that he found this literally haldi sahasranam, he calls it, or something, okay, just like a Vishnu sahasranam. And he was telling me 5 or 10 words from there. Each word is describing the quality of haldi that is true today also.
Sure.
It is calling it ratri, because at night time it is better to take it at night. Some
Oh,
kind of
really?
circadian. That's why रात को पीते हैं ना दूध. हल्दी वाला दूध इंडिया में कब पीते हैं? सोने के पहले बोलते हैं पियो. Because it has a better effect on you for what is some circadian rhythm he was explaining to me. And then it is called Yuvati. One name is Yuvati because the people who put on the skin, their skin stays young. So Yuvati. And then Madhu Nashini, he told me, because it is like anti-diabetic.
Right.
And then ऐसे ऐसे करके कई नाम उन्होंने बताया है. One was luminous. I'm trying to think of the Sanskrit word. Something that shines, अभी मेरे को word ध्यान में नहीं आ रहा है. But so these Rishi Munis knew the entire science of more than even what we know right now. And now more and more stuff is coming out like that.
Why do you think that was? Because they had pure minds?
Yes, that's what say that when they meditated, and in that meditation, it's revealed to them. That's how the whole, they believe the Vedas are not man-made. Because that's why they say that Vyasji compiled the Vedas. The correct term is compiled. He didn't say, I wrote it. Some people use that word, but that's not incorrect word. He just took, because Vedas are different Rishi Munis, it got revealed to them in their meditation. And then they compiled it to make this. It's like a manual of humanity, bolo. Not even humanity. Humanity is not even the right word. Manual of this cosmos. Because it talks about time and it talks about not just humans, but all the jivas, the matter, everything. So it's a manual of, and where is the manual coming from? It's coming from the one who manifested it. It's like when you go to buy equipment, you need a manual with it. If you don't use the manual, then you will not be able to use the equipment properly. So if you have the equipment, like this ratha he's talking about, right? Chariot. If you don't know how to drive the chariot, how you will not reach your destination. कहीं का कहीं पहुंच जाएंगे. That's what is happening to us. Shastras are like manuals. But where is the manual coming from? The one who created this, or not even created, manifested this cosmos. That's where who's coming from.
Yeah, I would agree with Shireen's thing about cocktail of dancing and all that, but nothing is static in this universe. Everything is moving. If you take a blood cell also, you will see so many things moving around it. Even your protons, nucleus, everything is just, rotating. Nothing is static. So you're actually dancing. The whole thing is done. The more and more you become purer, the more and more you will also become happier, and you will feel like joy and the dance and everything will come at that time. So everything is all related.
Yeah, so energy is never like steady. Exactly right. And then, like that Purush and Prakriti. Prakriti is changing constantly. In fact, Sthaneshwar ji ne ye point laya tha. It was such a beautiful point. He's saying Prakriti is one that it creates new thing continuously. And he said, that's why they say no two snowflakes are alike. Everybody's heard that, right? Because of that. He's saying, पत्ते जो होते हैं ना ट्री पे, वो भी सब अलग अलग होते हैं. हाँ, right? And अच्छा, humans को देख लो. कितने सारे, अभी तो 7 billion people are there on this earth or whatever. I don't know exact number, but close to it. Each one is unique. Have you ever thought about it? There is no other Joe. There is no other Sneha. There is no other anybody. You'll always, once you that manifest, and you are unique. And that is the beauty of this.
It's a waste.
Huh?
Having duplication is waste. So,
Don't be a copy. That's why Swamiji's ka quote hai ye. That don't be anybody's copy. Just be original. So what's Sneha and or the concept is very beautiful. That Prakriti is constantly creating new stuff. It is mind-boggling. We have the same. Aankh, naak, muh, sab, but we can distinguish. I don't know how it happens.
Yeah, and you can really notice it when you go climb high up the mountain. You go to an altitude where there's no trees can grow, but still you will see that thoda sa bhi rain aayega, it will try to grow something, the earth.
Yeah. it can take the kind of little bit of moisture from the atmosphere. All these circulants and all, that's what they do, right? थोड़ा सा भी इधर उधर moisture होएगा, life starts coming.
To me, that was beautiful when I started this, and I would look at the grass on the road, and in the cracks, and I said, "That's life. Life is coming up." Then you start noticing when you read something, and then you notice that's life. That's coming up. That all is life. That's what they're trying to tell us. So it's amazing. At that time, everything seems so new, and you look at it in a different way.
You look at it like a wonder. That's what they said, that like if you want to be in that spiritual mode, life is a wonder. Somebody said it, right, today's class. Ashcharyavat. I think it was Krishna ji. I think she just left. Maybe she had to leave. When before all of you came, she said that you have to be Ashcharyavat in this world.
It is true. It is true. You look at things differently.
Yeah, and it's like somebody says, hey, do miracles happen in this world? And this sadhu said, of course, every day, everything is a miracle. And look at this dirt में से इतना मीठा मीठा फल बाहर आ रहा है. I mean, from the ashram, they had from Chinmaya Mission, they had grapes. And they were so sweet. But it comes from, if you take the mitti, we'll get sick of. Nobody can eat mitti, but it's coming from there only, right? The sweetest fruit. Mango. It's a miracle, nahi to kya hai fir? And somebody said cow, it's eating green grass. It is, and it may be brown and it's giving white milk. Is that a miracle?
ये भी कोई बता रहा था, you want to know God's presence, can you flow the water from down to up? Always the water is flowing from top to down, but in the coconut क्या होता है?
Coconut, yes.
नारियल में के अंदर पानी है, कौन वहाँ भेजता है पानी को?
That's a very good one, yes. Yes, coconut में ऊपर चला जाता है. So,
but the tree is holding the coconut.
Yeah, but he's saying, where does the water come? God has created the system. It's coming, and it's so tall. I'm looking at the coconut trees right now as sitting over here. I'm sitting at the window. They're so tall. अगर हमको पंप चढ़ाना पड़ेगा वहां पे तो पता नहीं कितनी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी यूज होगी. तो God made this.
लंबा हुआ तो क्या हुआ?
So you can see miracle everywhere. True.
Yeah.
So it's miracle. Yeah. So I don't know. Shireen, did that clear some of the things? But
yeah, sort of. Yeah.
It's a deep subject. So you can, when it comes to expressing something in words, it's very hard. So people use all kind of poetry and all that, but as long as inside you have the clear understanding, then maybe the right import will come out for other people. Nobody can put it in words 100%. That's why
you cannot describe it.
Undescribable, true.
I think so.
Yeah, so they call it indicative definitions. They call it that it just points to it and you get it. That's all it can do. It cannot have an exact same thing.
Okay.
Okay, any other, anybody has? Shall we close?
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody stay healthy, happy. We'll see you next time, Wednesday, same time. Okay?
Okay, take care.
Okay, Hari Om. Hari Om, everybody.
Hari Om.
Bye, Hari Om. Hari Om.